Welcome to the Earwolf Theater. We now present Off Book.
Off Book, the improvised musical podcast with Zach and Jess.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hi, and welcome to Off Book, the improvised musical podcast with a remotely recording Zach and Jess and Dana and Brett and Scott. That one's Jess McKenna.
That one's Zach Reno.
That one, that's Brett Morris.
And that one's Dana Wickens.
And that one's Scott Passarella.
And there's no one left. Hi.
And there's
Yes.
no one left. Hi, yes. Now,
All right.
Karate Bird is in her apartment.
Quarantining.
Quarantining.
yes.
I
male
think
person
Karate Bird
Stacey
is right behind me on the shelf.
Oh, that's
snap.
right.
Ooh.
And male person Stacy is working to deliver everyone the mail that they need. So give them and everyone else who is also working right now all of your love and support. So this is going to be a little bit different because here's the thing about doing music when you're not all in the same place. Go ahead and try it. Go ahead and try it with a friend and see what happens. Because it turns out that the internet is not immediate. And that slight delay makes it very hard to sing songs with your friends and family and loved ones if you need those things to be in time.
So this is our real learning curve episode. We're just gonna chat as Off Book and the Family Band, sort of an Off Book Undercovers sort of episode, and then we're just gonna take Zach and I are basically gonna take turns using tracks that are either tracks that Zach has made or tracks that Scott has made. We don't. They're just sort of open tracks, and we're gonna just sort of take turns making up songs.
Yes, we haven't listened to them. I haven't listened to the ones that I've made. I just sort of made them magically by throwing... I have listened to the ones I've made. And Jess is right to call this Undercovers. I think it would be best if you all sort of pictured all of us in a big Sesame Street style bed together, all with sort of nightcaps and long gowns, just sort of lying and staring at the ceiling. And we will accept fan art of that.
And we will, and we must. There's so much ridiculous content that I've consumed by just looking at my phone for too many hours a day. But I did see one that was like, the nightgown is coming back.
I mean, what? Truly, let's take a poll real quick. Or not even a poll. What are the sort of hip, staying at home all the time clothing tips y'all have got?
Ooh, soft pants.
Soft pants are a
very
must.
soft pants.
I mean, I'm gonna double in on there and be like specifically soft, durable pants, like weird hiking pants or like stretchy jeans. Because then, when you need to go out and actually be outside to like walk or just feel sane, you don't have to change your pants. And that is one more way to be lazy, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
I'm going to add even more to the soft pants thing, and this is very on brand for us. Mac Weldon's sweatpants,
Brett,
the Ace sweatpants.
No shit, I've got a pair.
Yes.
They're the absolute best.
Absolute best, and I even ordered like 3 different colors, so it feels like I'm changing my pants a lot.
Good work. I feel
But
like
I'm not.
that's the balance. Is like, how do you just take one thing off your plate and say, hey, this is not the time to stress, but also like, how do you make that time feel different by putting on different clothes? I'm doing a fun sub game with myself, which is rotating through all my hats.
Okay. What hats we got in the rotation right now?
Well, like I'm giving every hat a day. And, you know, like...
And you have 7 hats? You have more than 7 hats.
I have so many hats. So I guess rotation is maybe not the right word. It's more like I'm visiting every hat.
Yeah, you're doing a hat tour.
Yeah, I'm doing a hat tour.
hat
So today
tour.
I have on, well, not currently because I have double headphones, but and those are hard with hats. But until then, I was wearing my classic flat billed Dodgers cap.
Love it.
So yeah, that's just a fun thing for me. That's a fun thing for me
to cycle through hats.
to cycle through hats.
Jessica, would you like to do a song about either hats or soft pants? I'll call that a dealer's choice.
Yeah, I think that sounds great. Does anyone want to tell me what track I should pick, or should I just pick?
Do you want to do a song or do you want to do a rap?
I'll do a rap.
Okay.
Anyone
Okay.
in the fan band can also, if you want to look at our list of song titles, you can.
I think you should use the chill piano beat.
Okay, great. I feel good about that. Okay, we're gonna play this and see how it works. Okay, and that freaking made me load it through the now terrible iTunes.
Yep, it will. I'm sorry.
So terrible. How do you even get to it now? This is, how did they let this get so bad?
I don't know.
It's bad.
Apple really took their finger off the ball.
Yeah. It was
And the
so-
game was ball finger.
Okay, guys. We ready?
Yeah.
We're ready.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. How's that volume for you?
Sounds great.
Okay, what if I gave it a little bit more?
Yeah, kick it up.
Is this okay?
Yeah.
I actually think, okay, what about this? Okay, this is very funny. I have 2 headphones on. What a fun time to be alive. Check it. What am I doing if I have a chance? You know I'm waking up early and I'm popping on those soft pants. They could be PJs or joggers or sweatpants. I don't know, let me take a look at a second glance. I like those PJs, but they're making me feel lazy. I gotta do something so I feel a little less crazy. But those jeans, oh, you know what I mean? That's just a little too much right now. I need a softer touch. Need a softer touch. I need a softer touch. We're all dealing with way too much, so I need a softer touch.
Softer touch.
Need a softer touch. I need a softer touch. We all dealing with way too much. You know, I need a softer touch.
Soft touch.
Gonna take this on this day on attack. I know I need a something else to zap my hats. I need a little zing. I need a little thing that can help me different each day I see. So I take this hat and I switch it to the back. Oh, yo, you know it's my blue snapback. Yo, Dodgers, I'm sorry about your opening day, but I'm wearing this hat cause it helps me say we're dealing with way too much.
Way too much.
We need a softer touch. We need a softer touch. Cause we're dealing with way too much. We need a softer touch.
Soft touch.
We need a softer touch.
Soft touch.
If you haven't worn shoes in 5 days, say hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
If you're thinking about wearing pants in new ways, say hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
If you're wearing a t-shirt and then you sleep in that t-shirt and then live another day in that t-shirt, give me hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Way too much. We need a softer touch.
Soft touch.
We need a softer touch.
Soft touch.
Oh, we're dealing with way too much. Give yourself, embrace that softer touch. And I faded myself out.
Whoa. Incredible.
We're learning and living and thriving.
Learning and living and thriving.
That was fun. I feel alive.
It was fun for me too.
was so good.
That was
Thank you.
great. Home,
Thank you so much.
Home studio issues. I now had a cat standoff at the door. Now there's a new cat in the room. The other cat is out of the room.
You had a
There's
cat
still-
standoff, meaning like a battle?
Yeah, like this one tried to keep the other one from leaving. Now he's
There's a
gonna
new
keep
cat
that too.
in the room. His name is Magellan.
Okay,
Zach, I think you
Yeah.
missed my very good callback to.
There's a new cat in the room. His name is Jameson.
Oh,
What
you
was the
didn't
name of
miss
the
it.
cat?
Good.
No, I sang it with you, but
Oh.
but you can't hear when you're talking and someone else is talking at the same time, which is again one of the sort of fun intricacies of digitally recording music.
Yes. I have been having a fun time on Zoom. In some we did a little Zoom birthday party for my mom yesterday. I played some Zoom Flip Cup. But there's a funny, what do you guys think is the best number of people in a Zoom? We were positing that we think 2 to 3 is great. And then 4 to 7 is hard because it's still small that you feel like you could jump in. And then once you get to 8 or 9 people know, I'm basically going to very rarely talk.
I think it depends on the activity.
Yeah.
I'll throw
Anything-
out a 3 with a couple is my ultimate. There we go. Because you can handle it and those 2 people can negotiate their own shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy multiple people in one square. That's helpful and fun for me sometimes.
It depends on the type though, right? Because I think 6 and under is manageable But if you got 6 alphas on a Zoom, what are you supposed to do with 6 alphas on a Zoom?
Zach, can you please sing the song 6 Alphas on a Zoom?
Yeah, can we do a rap? I'm nervous about the things that Scott made in terms of structure.
I made them really bad and difficult.
Not because...
So,
No, I'm sure they're easy. I just want to start with a rap if that...
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, what's this one called?
This is called 6 Alphas on a Zoom.
Great, and which rap track are we using?
I think I'd like you to maybe use maybe Dark Beat. What do you
Okay.
think? Does that feel right?
Sure,
Like
yeah.
that.
Sure.
Ooh, yeah.
Dark beat.
Dark Fruit. Ooh ha ha.
1, 2, 3, 4. This is that 4 alphas on a mic music. Let me adjust the volume a little bit. When you're recording at home on a Zoom and you're trying to figure out what's going on, yeah, you know that's okay. Gotta pay attention, personality types. The people that are loud aren't the people you like. You got so many in a little screen. You got so many cause of quarantine. What you supposed to do? You're freaking out. Everybody's starting to blink and shout. You can't hear the voices cause their voice is too loud. And now you know the one guy is proud. You got an alpha on the Zoom, 6 alphas on the Zoom. Everybody's shouting, making crazy room because there are 6 alphas on the Zoom. Like if they were meek, quiet men or girls and boys, then we could do it when everyone is waiting, giving, turn slowly. But alphas, nah, no thank ye. No thank you to the angry man who shouts very loud and he has no plan other than he wants to hear his own voice. Being loud, that's his only choice. Being loud and right all the time. Shouting loud, blow your mind with the facts that he thinks he knows. Does he really know him? Well, I suppose he's an alpha and he's on the mic. An alpha on the mic and he's got 5 friends and they're all named Mike because there are 6 alphas on the mic. Their name is Mike. They're on the mic. It's short for Michael and short for microphone. Both true when they're in their homes. They're all alone, but they're here with you to give a rap, to give opinions. Here they go. They don't have minions. They could because they're alphas, so other people would be their minions. If they had other people with them, they would tell those people what to do. He would say, hey, Stu and Lou, go over there and play Tekken 2 on the machine, a stand-up machine, and he wants to show you it's his dream to own a Tekken machine in his very own home, and he's guiding the conversation, yo, to make sure everyone knows about that game. To make sure, even though it's lame, he's doing whatever the hell he likes because he's one of the alphas on the mic. 6 alphas on the mic. 6 alphas on the mic. I think they were supposed to be on Zoom, but now it's too late for that. Now it's 6 alphas on the mic. 6 alphas on the mic. They could be on Zoom or wherever you like because there are 6 alphas on the mic. And I'll fade it out by myself.
You did it.
I did it.
I feel like now's the part where I want us all to say where we're at in Tiger King.
That feels
Oh,
good.
yeah.
I am 2 episodes into Tiger King.
I am 5 episodes into Tiger King.
Oh my gosh, good for you.
Thank
we
you.
are 7 episodes
Wait,
in.
really?
Whoa.
Yes, I saw it out there. Unless we fell asleep and it kept playing.
Wait, there are only 7 episodes,
Yeah.
right? No, so we
must have-
watched 6.
We watched 6, so we are
You
on.
are 8
I'm
episodes
begging
into
you.
Tiger
We
King.
are-
I'm begging you to go back and do it right. I'm
we are
begging you.
20
I'm begging you.
Okay. We are 6 episodes in.
Actually, I think I'm also 6 episodes in. Yeah, we only have 1 left.
Yeah.
Okay, well, how
been,
many people have lied to me so far? 'Cause so far, it's Dana, Brett, and Jessica that have all lied to me about how much Tiger King. Scott, hey Scott, could
Yes.
you be a friend and tell me the truth about how far you are into Tiger King right now?
the truth is, Zach, I finished it 3 days ago. So I'm kind of just standing here waiting to talk about everything with you
Whoa.
guys. Yeah, it's it's as man. What can you say? I will say nothing.
I mean, I'm only 2 episodes in, and the thing that I love about this show is every time you think someone is the straight man telling you about the other crazy person, you are 3 seconds away from them being also the craziest person you've ever seen.
Yes.
There is no reliable narrator. All of them are equally like way off course on something and clearly like motivated by something other. It's really amazing.
And it just keeps happening.
I find
Like-
myself like
can't-
fully agree. I'm like, this guy's very rational and really down to earth. Also, he has multiple wives. And also a cult, and also whatever. Spoilers. I just feel like my brain can't process like any of the information except for like some, because it's so overwhelming. It's amazing.
It is weird when you find yourself kind of agreeing with one of these absolutely horrible people. Like the logic, like they live in such a strange network and community that they're all wrong somehow. So then they weirdly make sense about each other.
Yes.
It's
a broken clock.
I love
and
it. Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
like occasionally they'll say something you're like, oh, well, that makes sense. And then
yeah.
it'll be immediately undercut by a million things.
Do you guys find yourself
Sorry.
yearning a little bit to be in that world?
100%.
Yes.
I
Morgan
mean-
turned to me and he was like, I don't know, and this is not supposed to be my reaction, but I do really want to hold a baby tiger now.
Of course you do.
I've seen
this
Brett-
whole show exists because everyone wants to hold a baby tiger.
You either want to hold a baby tiger or you're lying and you're insecure.
Yes.
I feel like, Scott, did you give us anything that could be could fit or as a facsimile for modern country music?
Did you give us a song called
Oh.
I'm the Tiger King now?
Give me a.
It's okay if the answer is no. Anything that's like
dream.
closest, because I
Because
feel like
they
we
have
should try
they
to.
did that country song, right? That they
Oh,
did.
there's more, friend. Don't worry.
boy.
I don't want to spoil, but I feel like yes, just trying to do a song in the style of Joe Exotic.
Oh my god,
Country
that'd be
superstar.
amazing. A lament is the closest thing we have.
A
Lament?
Yeah. Or epic song will also, I guess, work. Neither of them are fully country.
Okay. And I'm going to, for Zach and for listeners, I'm going to keep this as spoiler free as possible. I'm going to try to just pull from things that you would have definitely seen just by like having your menu on Netflix open.
Just things
And-
about tigers and about kings.
Yeah.
yeah.
Things about tigers and things about kings, but in the style of a Joe Exotic.
There you go.
Okay. And you said lament or epic song?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And so, listeners at home, the way Scott has done this, because he cannot react to us and sort of jam with us, he has given us a cycle through of the chord progression, a section of verse, a section of chorus, a section of verse, a section of bridge, and then a section of chorus.
Yes.
And
And,
that is-
in my traditional style, I guarantee you the chords are not the same the whole song through.
Hell yeah.
Useful. Good.
Yes,
That's good.
yes.
It'll feel like home. Okay. Here we go. Ooh.
Scott, this is beautiful.
There are cats on this planet, big cats that we can be friends with. But then someone tries to break that bond. Why would you break that bond? Why would you break that bond? I should be a king with a tiger next to me. Oh, I should be a king with a tiger next to me. A tiger next to me. I have a dominion, a kingdom of my own. But what is it worth without a tiger and my home? His stripes tell a story, my scars have mystery. Nobody can complete me. Who's a king without a tiger? I with a tiger next to me. Oh, I should be a king. It was my brother's dream. You can see me, the one and only Tiger King. Wow, guys, that was fun and
Whoa.
hard.
That was great.
Oh,
was rad,
thank
Jess.
you.
That was incredible.
Wow, that feels fun. This is a different kind of brain teaser puzzle, and it's
It's-
really working the old dendrites, shaking the dust off.
Hey, great job, you. Great job, Scott. There was
Wow,
no
Scott.
there was no
Thank you.
delay like there were for the rap tracks with me for that one. I wonder.
Yeah,
why.
it sounded perfect.
So good.
Make,
Oh,
I just
wanna- I didn't-
recorded mine better, Zach.
I mean, honestly, possible.
I am sorry that I
I'd
didn't
love
do
for
the
that
1,
to be
2,
a
3,
thing.
4 that you asked me to do, Brett.
You don't
no,
need to
that
make
was
it.
that worked perfectly.
I wonder
That's
why.
Yeah, I heard.
legit. Like that should be a song in the eventual Tiger King musical that will happen on Broadway when Broadway reopens.
Yes.
Zach, it might be that your audio is more complicated and the stream just takes a hair longer to process that much stuff.
No, I don't.
That's a good theory. Yeah, Zach, you just had too much fire, bro.
You were too good?
Ooh, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yes.
Everyone, thank you.
Yes. Oh, now he's a little lamb.
Oh.
You guys, what sound does the wooden frog make?
Ooh.
I like it.
I have a wooden frog, and this segment is called "What sound does the wooden frog make?" And the wooden frog makes this sound.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow. I like that segment.
It's a good segment.
This
Yeah.
has been "What sound does the wooden frog make?" We'll check in next week to see what sound the wooden frog makes then.
Oh yeah.
It's important to keep traditions during these times, you guys.
You
That's
got to
great.
have something that sort of
yeah.
like attaches you to what day it is, what time it is.
Yes.
Yes.
Now I'm looking
Yes.
around my studio for
Yeah, I
like,
was gonna say, Brett, do
various
you have a
toys
segment for us
clackers.
on within your hand?
Yeah.
There it is. What's
Okay.
this?
This is a pocket piano.
Okay, everyone has gone to get things. This segment is called "Welcome to Brett Moore's What Sound Does the Pocket Piano Make?" Welcome to What Sound Does the Pocket Piano Make?
Cool.
Now close the segment, Brett.
That was what sound does a pocket piano make?
We'll check in next week to see what sound the pocket piano makes next week.
Yeah.
Dana, do you have a thing for us?
I found a ukulele behind me.
I'm sorry, Dana. What's the name of the segment?
What sound does a ukulele make?
Okay,
This
interesting.
is the hardest
This
one.
is gonna be
I think.
the toughest one. Okay, here we go.
Oh, okay.
And that's been what sound does the ukulele make?
Very good.
I just
hey,
kept it
hey Jessica,
simple.
do you have a segment to share with us?
I sure do. It's taking a little bit of Googling because, one second, I don't know. I want to see if I have a, okay, here we go. Does this have an actual name? Okay.
We can
okay, got it.
We can
got it.
Google things on this one. Guys, we can Google things if we don't know them.
This is a segment called "What Sound Does the Kalimba Make?"
Very interesting. I can't wait to hear what sound the kalimba makes.
Okay. This will be fun.
Wow.
Check in next week when
Wow.
we see what sound does a kalimba make.
That was good.
Wait, so what did you
I
Google?
love what sound
What
to
the
see what it was called. Yeah, what
I
did you
Googled-
type in to find?
I
What is
googled
it?
African gourd thumb piano because I wanted to see if it had a traditional name.
A name.
Wow.
I can't wait to see what sound the kalimba makes next week. But that was
That was
incredible.
really-
Scott, do you have a segment for us?
Of course, it's my weekly segment. What sound does this kazoo make when I put it in my mouth and hum?
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Hang on. Join us
Remember
next
the
week
time when
for
Scott did
what's-
this kazoo wrong?
when I just exhaled really heavily and got no sound out of it at all. It's yeah. Tune in next week.
That was very good.
Can we? Sorry. Does everyone still have their instrument within you?
Yeah, can we jam right now?
Yeah, I'm gonna lay down a froggy beat on this wooden frog.
Okay.
Ready? Here we go.
I hope that is the most unlistenable thing ever to be put into podcast. I'm talking, you've heard the same sweaty rants over and over again, and yet somehow
We did it worse.
we did it worse. No, I bet that was great.
I can't wait to mix that.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
good.
a fun
That was
twist of
good.
Zoom is that you can only hear one thing at a time. So there's truly no
I
telling.
just heard Scott. I just heard
Same.
Scott wailing on the kazoo.
Yeah.
No idea if you guys were playing or not. I was like, are they waiting? Are they waiting? And then we were done. I'm like, I guess they weren't. So
It was
Did everyone
really
play?
good.
I truly can't tell.
I played,
Yeah.
yeah.
We all
Brett,
play.
this is going to be a fun sort of audio puzzle that you get to put together.
Oh yeah.
We're giving Brett so many fun puzzles.
Should we take a very quick break, like a fake break, and then do this?
Yeah.
actually, would you guys be willing to humor an actual 2-minute break for me to check in on things real fast?
Yeah, this
Humor
is a fake
it.
break,
We
but it's
support
real.
it.
It's real for Scott. This is a break brought to you by What Sound Does the Wooden Frog Make. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Off Book the Improvised Musical, Social Distancing Edition, brought to you by What Sound Does the Wooden Frog Make? This is what sound the wooden frog makes. And we're
And
back.
I keep loving it. Welcome back. Speaking of puzzles, they seem to be a big quarantine favorite activity. Anybody doing puzzles?
No, but I'd love to do a song where I do a puzzle.
Amazing. Zach,
Yes.
please do a puzzle song.
Great. Scott,
ready for a
which
song?
is the puzzle song? Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, great.
I believe it's peppy, upbeat, jazzy.
Beat.
Well, which is it?
Yeah,
That's great. Okay. All of these tiny squares are messed up. They got squiggly bits on the end. I'm trying to put all these squares together. Which square is this square's friend? But the problem is they're all the same color. They're all just light blue. This is the very worst puzzle I have ever seen. How about you? Puzzle of just the sky. A sky that's all one color. A puzzle of just the sky. A puzzle like no other. I've been staring at it for hours and hours, asking God why would someone make a puzzle of just the sky? I could do a puzzle of fresh driven snow, 'cause snow's got tiny rocks. I could do a puzzle of a debate team, 'cause I could see which is the one who talks. And I could do a puzzle of an inside volcano, 'cause lava's got bubbles and stuff. But a puzzle of a monochromatic sky is just too much. A puzzle of just one color, and the color is sky. A puzzle that is just blue pieces, the pieces of the sky. I'm banging my head against the wall for hours, asking God, oh, why would anyone make a puzzle of just the sky? Sudoku is a puzzle with numbers, friend. 1 through 9, and you can do it again. The New York Times is a puzzle as well. A word-based puzzle, it's not hard to tell. Some kinds of puzzles are puzzle relationship. You don't know if someone is mad. Sometimes it is a difficult puzzle getting along with your dad, because your dad is just from a different time, a time gone by. but nothing's as hard as a puzzle of just the blue sky. Nothing's as hard as a puzzle of just the sky.
Yeah. Beautiful.
That was awesome.
I feel like I can't not clap. I feel like compelled
Feels
to
rude.
clap.
It feels rude to not clap.
Very sweet
Yes.
to clap.
I gotta
Brett,
clap.
Brett,
Hey, Scott, in the future, could you only do these songs in my range, please?
Yeah.
I'm kidding. That was great. Thank you so much.
Brett did give me, I'm realizing this now, because got me some gear to do this safely in my own harem. And he did give me a stand, which I chose not to put together.
A brave move.
So
hey, Brett, how much of
that's
the
been
equipment
fun.
did you lick with your mouth?
Oh, all of it. I took it on a tour kind of various grocery stores too.
Gotcha.
Just to sort of collect the air of the city.
A little tour.
Yeah. I actually like, as the engineer, I kind of like the host holding the mic because it forces them to speak right into the mic.
What are you saying about
You are
the way
more than
that-
welcome
what
to
are you
use your
saying?
stand.
What
but
are you
it does
saying
make
about
me
the
a
way
little
that I
happy.
did it just now? My mic's on a stand, Brett. What are you saying?
Well, then the problem is then we see you get up entirely and move cats around and stuff.
That's fair.
Which is part of host behavior when
Which
they don't
That's
have
right.
a mic right in
I
there.
couldn't
Yeah.
do it.
Zach, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
What's the status of your cats since you've been in quarantine? Like, are they aware that you've been in the house like more? Are they annoyed?
They don't like it. I think they're very confused that we're around all the time. Normally we leave and they're like, well, this is our house for most of the day, most of the time.
Yeah.
Now our two roommates who feed us and take care of us are like here all the time, and it's weirding them out. They've gotten used to it now, but
Yeah.
the first couple days they were like, what? They were just nuts all day
my
when they would
God.
normally be asleep.
Yeah, I'll say, Zach, even my dog, who was like pretty grateful we were all home for the first few days, he was like, cool, togetherness. And now, like, you can feel him being like, wait, what is this? Like, we're going back to that at some point, right? So.
I think I need to do a song about pets being. I need to do this pet song now.
The pet perspective.
Okay.
Thank you.
Guys, everyone,
Jess needs to do
I need
this
you to
pet
be
song.
here for Jessica, who needs to do this pet song right now.
Do it right now.
Well, I was like, should I state what I think the game is going to be? No, I
No,
should
but
reveal it.
you should tell us, is this a song or just a rap?
I think it could be either, but you know me, I'm probably going to sing that hook. So
Great.
if we go the beat route, give me something where
I don't
I'm
remember which of the beats has a singable hook, so
Okay.
maybe you should do song.
Great.
Brett, let's make Brett or Dana pick blind.
Okay, love it. Ooh,
Whoa.
great.
Picking blind. Okay, hold on.
A good twist.
A good. Oh. What about? Oh wait, is chip beat?
Yeah, I was thinking about chip beat too.
You could sing the chip beat.
Great. You know how it is when you first fall in love and they're the only thing you're thinking of. But then as time goes by, you need your own space so you can miss them and like the return of their face. But if they're there all of the time, it starts to mess with your reason, it starts to mess with your rhyme. How can I long for you if you're always there? I wanna get deeper in my care. Get away from me, my owner. Why are you always here? Why are you always here? Get away from me, my owner. Why are you always here? Why are you always here? I used to like when I took my little naps and then I heard your keys go rat-a-tat-tat in the door and I'd open and I'd say, oh, I missed. But now it's like, is this? It's like every single day is the same as same, and it makes me go a little insane because I like that variety of you going and leaving. And now it's like, this can't be believing. Stay away from here, my owner. isn't clear. It isn't clear. And you know, me and you, we got communication issues. I don't wanna get so sad that we need tissues. But you and me, we can't even talk. And I used to only hang with you when you gave me a walk. And now it's like I'm sitting, you watch show after show. And it's like, I'll never know what changed. There's no way for you to explain. I'll never know why things aren't the same. Why are you here? My owner, my owner. Why are you always here? It isn't clear. It isn't clear. Why are you always here?
Hell
Short
yeah.
stop.
Nice.
Love a
Hell
short
yeah.
stop.
That was
Yes.
beautiful. That was a
Thank you
great,
so much.
great
Really
song.
great work.
That's rad.
And a great
I wanted to
stop.
sing with you so bad, but I couldn't because I was over here.
I know, and really, like, it wasn't fair because
It
I
wasn't
feel like
fair.
it wasn't fair. It just wasn't fair.
That was the true inner monologue of all of Zach's cats and Scott's dog.
Yeah, and I was like, this is going to be like the thing that I'm thinking about, the fun game of this song is going to be like, it's like a romantic relationship, but then the
Okay.
reveal is that it's a pet. And I held that till the chorus. So that's why when I said I need to do the pet song, I didn't want to say too much. So there was some comedic surprise. And that's how improv works.
This has been behind the improvised music with Jess McKenna. Jess, you did a song about pets and owners. Really great stuff. What's
Thank you so
the
much.
sort of game of the song?
Yeah, thank you.
Basically, could you say exactly what you just said again within the framework of the bit that I've just created?
I'm so glad you asked. I'd love to say that same basic thing one more time.
One more time.
Here's what I did is I took a comedic premise
Okay.
of a cat or a dog being confused about a change in their relationship, but I saved the reveal that it was a cat or dog until the chorus. So I began the song and you could have thought that it was about a relationship that's falling out of its honeymoon phase. And then I mapped on a musical choice to do it in the style of a little whiny baby because I felt like that was funnier.
I mean, it is true that there is almost never a time when singing here is made better by going here.
It's nice.
We're just fully confident that saying here is really funny. Shout out
is
to our
funny.
friends, the
The
Cooties,
Cooties.
who have that in their very good song coffee shop.
You guys gotta, I mean, it's on Spotify. Go listen to Coffee Shop by the Cooties. It's truly so, it's a beautiful song. It's also extremely funny. And those are the two things I'll say about it.
Also, I want to shout out their other song that's very appropriate for right now, Stay Home. So, yeah, you should listen to those, the Cooties. They did an episode back with us a few months ago where we were at the music camp. They're great and sweet, funny boys.
Do we want to check in and see what sound the wooden frog is making now? I know we
would.
said we were going to do it later in like the next episode. Hi, this segment is called What Sound is the Wooden Frog Making Now? Are we checking to see what sound the wooden frog makes? Okay, it is still the same sound. So far, it's the same sound.
I feel relieved by that update. I was getting really worried.
Yeah, I think it's nice to have things that feel like they're consistent.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Consistency.
Dana,
is
I feel like
key.
you've been doing a lot of great cooking.
Ooh, yeah. Oh my God. Thank you for noticing on Instagram.
You're so
And-
welcome.
and or TikTok, which is my really sad. I am like a boomer on TikTok. Pretty much.
We all are. We're all.
But made some delicious gluten-free brownies.
Ooh.
Made some Parmesan breaded pork chops. Pork
Dang.
loin. What else? Pancakes.
Dana's thriving in quarantine.
I really
It's like
Some
I
people
truly am.
Some people are kind of built for it. My brain
Yeah.
is kind of built for it.
I love
For
it.
being in one place a long time. I don't know how long I will be built for it, but at this point I'm okay.
I'm scared that I like possibly unintentionally like the secreted this, you know, like I've been like thinking about like I wish I had more time to like, you know, go go to bed earlier and
I think we can
cook
safely say
and-
that this global pandemic is not your fault, Dave.
Yeah, I want to go
I feel
ahead.
confident.
I want to go ahead and put that on the record, and I don't want you to carry that. I think this is officially not your fault.
now
Okay.
hold on though. What she was about to say, like,
Brett.
Were you about to say, because you were saying you've been thinking to yourself, oh, I want to go to bed earlier.
Yeah.
Did part of that thought process also say like, oh, I hope a global pandemic happens
No.
so that I can go to bed early?
No, I think that I was just hoping, very consciously hoping for more time to do things that were on like my mental checklist that I had not checked off, and then I've like since gotten into like a pretty good groove of I really love like being able to like make lunch, and I guess I wasn't doing these things before because I was like in the office a lot and working a lot, and this has given me slightly more like wiggle room to do things that I've wanted to do.
Hey, that's great. No one needs to be ashamed about finding silver linings.
Of course
It's truly
not.
a silver lining, not a like yay, because obviously the circumstance is not ideal.
No one is
Not
accusing
a
you
yay.
of celebrating the pandemic so that you can
No.
make lunch at home. But the fact that you can make lunch at home now is a silver lining.
Right. It's finding small positive things in the midst of panic and chaos and
I think that's
stress.
great.
Yes. Yeah.
I think that's great. What's the best recipe you've made?
I think
that pork loin.
that pork
My-
loin was
my opinion.
so good. Yeah, and shout out to Standings Butchery. If anybody is willing to if you live in the LA area and you eat meat, go to Standings on Melrose, like just like La Brea and Melrose, a little bit past like little east on Melrose. They're so good. They have like the best meat, and that pork was wild. It was so good. But I'll post a recipe, guys.
Post it. The best
I
meat.
made it up myself.
Ooh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I-
Getting a little
very-
inventive in the kitchen.
I very
Yes.
badly want to find a local butcher. I think that is one of the coolest things in the world. Like,
Yes.
it ranks
It's the
with
best.
Milkman as a thing you don't think exists anymore until you find a butcher and you're like, oh, you actually know what you have and you're going to give me, like, a thing that you know about as opposed to, like, Mr. Vaughn's behind the counter,
Yes.
which I think they make them all change their names when they get hired. But yes.
Mr.
I wish you wouldn't talk about my friend Mr. Vaughn that way, but then I think that's true, and I think the idea of really specialized, skilled, like jobs is like a delight.
It's cool.
Yes.
Now, I think that there are good butchers in grocery stores, but it's very sweet to think of going to a butchery.
Yeah.
He's got his own. He's got a butchery.
It's so good. And they really know like what they're doing and like where it's coming from, and it's like supporting local small business. But no, they're great. They're so good. And like you get like little good updates. Like today, like it was kind of cleaned out even though it was in the morning.
So this is a place that you can like walk to, or this is a
Actually,
place you can quickly get in, get out
yes,
without giving
it's
everyone
very
the virus.
small. And they're very strict about only 4 people inside the store. And really, I've never seen more than like 2 people. So it's a rule that doesn't even need to be enforced because it's pretty small anyway. But they were great. And then they were like, we're getting more in on Wednesday. Come back for more pork loin. And I was like, yes, I got really pumped. So good.
Hell yeah.
I think this whole situation is making all of us like forced into branching out on some interesting things. Like I went to my local Ralph's and there was no ramen at all, except for in the Asian aisle, the super duper fancy ramen, which I'd never tried before. And oh man, it's worth the $2. Like it's amazing. But I feel like I've eaten
Is it
nothing
the one that
this
comes
week,
in its
but like,
own bowl?
no, it looks like normal top ramen, but it's round shaped and the noodles just look like they're a little bit more substantial. It's called, I think, Maruchan Gold. So it's, yeah.
Gold
Highly
ramen.
recommend it.
Gold label.
Also, it's probably the only thing you'll find at your grocery store if you're out of ramen everywhere else. So
That is the funniest branch out that you just,
Yes.
you're like, I went to a different
loving
instant
it.
ramen.
you guys, my mind is blown. The world is changing so much. Look, I have a baby. Nothing is exciting anymore. I have to just grab onto the little things that I have, like new ramen.
Yes.
Because otherwise,
ramen.
it's
Her
Not
wonder
much
and
else.
development and experiencing of the world. She just turned one.
that's fine too. But no,
Yeah.
she did. She just turned 1 too. She's like walking around a bunch. She's babbling. We can't tell if she's dropping swear words or not, which is kind of an exciting phase to be at. So we don't know if they're just random noises or like Yeah, so we've been trying to be
I
better
would
about
like
that.
to do a song about ramen, please, now.
Oh yes.
I was about to pimp you into doing a song called "I'm a fucking baby," but I want you to get
We
your
can do
heart's
that too.
desire.
Whatever
No,
is
also
good.
I feel like that goes against what I was saying earlier about not revealing the premise of the song in the pimp. So
yeah.
I think a ramen song is great.
Okay.
Ramen song.
Brett, do you want to decide?
Sure.
Pick that
Let's see.
ramen song.
Ramen song. Upbeat love friendship song.
Is this going to be the same as the last upbeat song I did, Scott?
No. That one was peppy and upbeat. This is upbeat.
This is an upbeat friendship song.
Upbeat friendship. It's completely
What
different.
a beautiful
I'm
title.
hoping the euphoria of the personal growth, comes through
Oh yeah.
with the.
This feels very like the upbeat peppy song. Jessica's singing all these like ballads, and I'm like, do.
All right, dude.
Switch it.
Soulful-
You know what? I'm
No,
gonna
I'll
choose
do it.
soulful
It's
love
fine.
song. No. Zach, pick soulful love song, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. That feels right. Ooh.
Bowlful love.
Oh.
Go in the supermarket, an aisle that I know well. I'm going to the ramen section. You can go in and you can tell by the way that I'm walking to the ramen section to buy a packet of 5 for just $1. But saints alive, they don't have the ramen I want, and also they won't give it to me. What a conundrum, because I am a baby. I'm just a baby, I don't have money and I'm toddling. I'm just a fucking baby who wants some ramen. I leave the ramen store, the supermarket they say. I go to a Japanese restaurant that makes ramen every day. They say, you gotta have a shoe and shirt to be in here, and that's fine, cause I lost one of my shoes, but I got the other one, so the ramen will be mine. But they say, you can't have this ramen because you don't have currency. Even though you want the ramen, you're a fucking baby. And we do not serve babies that wandered in all alone. Even if they're stalling, we can't give a baby this ramen. And also, aren't you supposed to be eating soft foods? And wouldn't noodles make you choke? And aren't these ramen noodles much too spicy? Ha, too spicy for me. Now that's a good joke. I'm a baby who wants ramen, who will make it for me. Yes, sir. Maybe you could order some ramen and put it into a personal blender and blend up the ramen and feed it to me with a spoon. Oh, maybe you could feed ramen to me, but I'm just a fucking baby. Ooh, a baby who wants ramen. Bye.
He did it. They said
Thanks, guys.
it couldn't be done.
They
and then
said
he
don't
did it.
do it, and then I did it. They said please stop.
That was amazing.
That was
Thank you for
beautiful. That got
letting-
me right here.
Good.
Thank you. Here, that's the word I was looking for.
Here.
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 Thank you for letting me call an audible on the choice of music, y'all.
Oh, Zach.
I think you were
please.
correct.
It's time. It's time to just give ourselves big hugs and lots of forgiveness and grace.
I think people have also heard our show enough times where they are aware that we fuck up. Like, it has happened before where we will have
Well,
to fully stop.
How dare
Well,
you, Scott?
No, the secret's out. The secret's out. Look,
Well-
I can't maintain this lie any longer.
How dare you?
If there are no words, how can you mess it up? I mean, I guess there's ways. You cannot know when the key changes, or
Cannot hear the downbeat.
you
and
can.
then you go like, wait, can we do that again? Because I
Wait,
can't
Guys,
find
can you
it.
save all your notes for me, like, till later? Not during this.
You started this.
Okay, here's a new segment. It's called Notes for Scott.
Oh, yeah,
Everyone
that's
is
good.
allowed to give notes to Scott here. Here's the catch. They can't be real because we all love and support each other. So these
All right.
notes for Scott have to be not real.
Okay,
Okay.
here's my note for Scott.
Okay.
Wait, sorry. Hold on. This is Notes for Scott, brought to you by What Sound Does the Wooden Frog Make? A wooden frog joint.
This is a note for Scott. Dear Scott, I really liked fourth period with you. I hope that we have more classes together next
Ooh,
year.
What a comedic turn.
KIT, Jess.
Thank you. Take that to heart.
And that was a note for Scott. Brett, do you have a note for Scott?
Yeah, my note for Scott is to please stop being so helpful around the studio and plugging his own keyboard in. I'm worried he's going to take my job, that my boss will see him plugging the keyboard in and wonder what the hell I'm doing all day.
That
Yeah.
was a note for Scott.
I hear your note. Thank you.
Dana, you have a note for Scott?
Yeah, I have a note for Scott. This is my note for Scott. That's my note for Scott.
That was a
It's
note
harsh
for
but
Scott.
fair. Thank you, Dana.
I don't know
Really
what
good.
note that was,
Really good.
but it was a note.
I'm getting sort of notes of oak from Scott.
Oh yeah.
I'm really tasting the barrel with Scott, with a sort of fruity finish. It's a palpable Scott. And this has been Notes for Scott, a Wooden Frog production. A What Sound Does the Wooden Frog Make production.
Thank you all. Thank you.
I really feel like
That
that was good. That's going to lead to a lot of growth.
I've learned and grown already. I feel so much bigger as a person in the spirit.
I think that's really beautiful.
That's nice. That's nice that we could do that for you.
I feel like maybe we should get into a song like Scott says a word, Dana says a character another word.
Yeah.
Someone-
I love
and we
that.
just-
Do you
we
want to
just
try
go.
it? You want to try it on a long rap, and then Brett, you may have to like bump stuff a little bit, but we'll always say like 5, 6, 7, 8 before we rap, and then we can both do it on the same track, or is that too crazy?
That sounds doable. I'm still not even sure what the concept is, but I say
Yeah,
we should
Jessica,
just
what's
do
the
it.
concept?
I was just saying that we could sort of a little bit more blindly fall into a song. Like a more just like if Dana said orange and Brett said the feeling of sand and Scott was like mystery and you were like I'm picking the track and then I'm like okay I'm gonna synthesize that into a song.
Wow.
Wow, I love it.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
I'm
like it.
I was thinking I would do one and then you could do one.
Let's do that. I love that.
The band is just gonna give me like a word or short phrase of inspiration. Zach is going to pick a track and I'm going to attempt to synthesize those ideas. Okay.
Okay. Having a single tooth.
Fettuccine Alfredo.
Great.
And like cool confidence.
Love it.
The song is upbeat Latin-esque. Because it's the closest to Italian I could think. And I
Right.
feel like I want...
Yeah. Okay. I have
So wait, the elements are...
the elements are having a single tooth, fettuccine Alfredo, cool confidence. And here is upbeat Latin-esque. You know me, I love to eat spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
You know me, I love to eat it, I slurp, see. But if I don't have a spaghetti, you know I'll go for a thicker noodle. Ooh, give me oodles of feta. wanted to give me some penne arrabbiata. And oh yes, oh me, I would like some rigatoni. But if I had to have one, that's that creamy sauce. So what a boss. But why are you looking at me like a fool? I have one single tooth. I have one single tooth. Oh, you are the one who is looking like a fool. I have a single tooth, a single tooth. And when I slurpy the creamy pasta through and past my single tooth, I get it in my mouth so much faster. Oh no, I wouldn't want for me to eat that fettuccine with a full thing of teeth. Oh no, that's not for me. So you are the one who is looking like a fool. Yes, I have a single tooth. I have a single tooth. Yes, you are the one who is looking like a fool. As I eat a full bowl of fettuccine Alfredo, I do it so with a single tooth.
Yay!
That was peak mania. That felt the most wild.
Welcome to my space.
I never get to see Jessica sing straight on, and it's really fun to watch a little tiny sideways Latin bob in her body, just very, very slight.
yeah.
I'm going
Just
to
a
call it an
slight-
Italian bob for this one.
Fair,
Shoulder,
fair.
a Latin-based language, a romantic language. All right. Well, this has been a true joy. I feel like a very successful experiment. We've learned a lot, including the sound that a wooden frog makes. And Zach, I think you should close us out with one final song.
Great. Just for yeah, I guess we'll do the same thing, yeah?
Yeah.
The three of you will do the thing and you pick the song or beat.
Great. Go ahead, Scott. Give us a word or phrase.
Oh, Desperate Mother.
Great.
Good.
Drowsy from NyQuil.
Okay.
So far, these are really yes-anding each other.
Yeah.
Okay. Too many crafts.
Okay, great. And I'm going to go with Ghost Speed.
Okay. We have Desperate Mother, Too Many Crafts,
Drowsy from NyQuil.
Drowsy from NyQuil.
With Ghost Speed.
Okay. Whew. Now that's a spicy meatball, guys. Here we go. Oh no.
I'm so scared.
Just a mom every day coming home to my kids. What are my kids gonna say? Will they be loud? Will they be mean? Will they be worse than I've ever seen? But they are here, I show them love. But all I wanna do is go to sleep and knit and nap for a while because I can't. Because of my unruly child, I wanna sleep and knit and nap for a while, but I cannot. Because of this unruly child, I'm just sipping on this NyQuil, trying to get myself to sleep. All the children in my house making noises, not a peep. It is loud, it is games, it is playing on the drums. And I bought them all these instruments, so I guess I'm the one who's dumb. But now I'm sitting in my craft corner that I got. I have a lot of yarn, but it's all tied in a knot. And I got finger pains, and I love to crochet. But it's not gonna happen or not today. I wanna sleep. I'm just a tired mom trying to get me some sleep. I got these kids and they are all screaming at me because it's dinner time and they want mac and cheese. I'm trying to sleep. Okay, Susan, I need you to calm the hell down. And Anthony, I know that your dad's not around. And Kevin, I'm sorry, but the pizza's not done. And Billy, no, I will not buy you a gun. And yes, I know you're 18 and you can legally drive and could buy yourself a gun. But saints alive, I don't need children shooting guns to keep me awake. And I just took too much NyQuil, I have made a mistake. I'm falling asleep, trying to talk, but I'm drowsy as hell. I'm trying to tell the kids stuff, but it's not going well because I'm slipping to sleep. And I'm feeling so tired, and I'm feeling the peep. Oh, I'm going to sleep. I'm going to sleep now. Kids, I can't hear you. I don't know how. You're gonna grow up with a mom who's asleep, but I feel that you can do it. But you gotta know, I'm trying to sleep. I'm just a time mom on that NyQuil trying to sleep. You're being much too loud, you're making noise at me. Playing the kazoo at a place that's too close to me. Free feet, I'm just a mom who's trying to sleep.
Whoa, shout out. Shout out.
Yeah.
That mom's just trying to sleep. Please, kids, let her sleep. Keep it down a little. She's just trying to sleep. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. We hope you are staying safe, staying well, and we love you so much. And this has been Off Book, the Improvised Musical Podcast. That one is presented by, I'm so sorry.
No, you're doing it right. I jumped the gun.
Presented by...
What sound does a wooden frog make? A wooden frog production.
I'm so sorry. That one's Zach Reno.
That one's just McKenna. That one's Brett Morris.
That one's Dana Wickens.
That one's Scott Pazzarella.
Scott, you want to say another one? Anyone?
That one's Karate Bird.
Hell yeah. And that one is you.
And as we say at the end of every episode, if you're going for a wooden jog,
You better
Go and ride your hog.
Scott, no.
She said we should all do them.
Scott, no.
I can't go outside. I
can't walk you up to what I want you to say anymore, but I'm going to try it again. No one talk but Scott. And then everyone else can say it. If you're going for a wooden jog.
Hey, Zach, what's the sound of a wooden frog?
There we go.
Bye.